Well, hello, 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 my friends. Oh, just listen to that baby purr. Oh, we got to take this out just for a cruise and go tooling around the waterways, see where we can go and what we can do there. But this thing, if you'll remember in the last video, she's dog-legging, kind of yielding to the right, So we're going to get rid of her. And like that and like that. I think it's a good idea. I mean, I've tried backing out, reloading the game, holy do. I've done that twice and still, it's kind of, like I say, it's yielding. Kind of dog-legging, if you will. But, yeah, well, there you go. No problems on the farm, only solutions. All we got to do is, throw money at it. But, yeah, we'll sell this off. Sell off the front end loader and the forks and like that, and then we'll reacquire. I think what I'm going to do is just straight up buy a new case. Oh, pardon me, coffee's talking back. Of course it is. Speaking of which, excuse me, I'm just going to have a little sip here. Oh yeah, there we go. Okay, now we can talk, sure. So yeah, I think what we're going to do is we'll buy a case and whatnot and just kind of go that route. I've already got one and I like her. She works well, got good view all the way around, drives fine, all that good happy stuff. Yeah, we'll just sell that off, make a few shekels here, and see where the bear poops in ye old buckwheat. Now, what do we got? Where are you to? Okay, no. Oh, Lord, love a duck, where are you? There you are. All right, sell that off. Okay, so now that's all gone. We can start fresh, right? Don't have little bits floating around the farm. Yeah, this little case here, maybe. Yeah, put an attachment on the front. You bet your sweet bippy. And like that and like that. Yeah. Which way to jump? I think Howard works good, eh? Don't really matter one way or the other. There doesn't seem to be one with a case brand name on it, and the Howard will work fine. So that's what we will do. There we go. We'll get the engine up as big as we can because we do like the horsepower. Nice to have it when you need it, don't you know? Yeah, I've kind of gone over to the case for this playthrough. I'm usually a John Deere guy, and dyed in the wool pretty much, trusted, you can use it and whatnot. So always good. But I think just for something different, little kind of S's and G's, we'll go through with something else. Bear with, I'm just looking for a front end Howard that'll fit the tractor I want. Kind of need the biggest one, I'm thinking. And like that and like that. Now, let's see. We'll reacquire you. And yes, I could have just used the one I had on the farm, but I like to start fresh and new and all that. Otherwise, with me, I end up forgetting what I got here and there, and I leave, there's a set of forks over here, and there's a lime spreader bucket over in the corner, and you just get all this clutter, right? So best to just kind of purge and start with a clean slate like that. Okay, now please fit. Oh, come on now, come on. Oh, good. I've had that before where I get up to it and it's just like, nope, not gonna do it. The cowling on the engine compartment's too fat or what have you. They're just not designed for that particular trailer. But okay, there we go. So let's get this girl back up to the homestead here, and I'll see you in a short. And there we go. Just like that, yonder. Oh, so how are you guys doing today? It's Friday. It is for me, at the time of this recording, it's Friday, January the 16th. And like that. And while I'm thinking of it, apologies for yesterday. We had one of those kind of Murphy Law days where I got up bright and early. I was up at 4, no worries and whatnot. Got the coffee on, doing my thing, and then things just started kind of. Murphy got in the way. The goddess had different plans for me, and then to top that off, come around about 11 o'clock or so, we had to head into the village and need to go get some supplies and stuff, like that. I needed to pick up my meds. And, we just needed some groceries and what have you. But got into town, and one thing led to another, and that took way, way longer than what we had anticipated. Best laid plans and all that. But yeah, by the time we got home and got things all done, got the groceries all washed and, disinfected and put away, and yes, we still do that. All the non-perishable type stuff and whatnot all gets a good wipe down and like that, and the perishables get a good wash and a rinse off with the water and the vinegar and stuff after you washed them, and like that. Got into that habit when COVID started 5 years ago now, I guess, and it's just continued on. It's just become part of the routine. But anyway, long story short, by the time we got all that done, the day had worn on, and it was just, you know what? I'm not going to fight. Look out. What are you doing, Dogface? That's a good boy. You sit down and wait. There you go. Well trained or what? Yeah, by the time we got there, it was like, okay, clearly the universe doesn't want me doing this today, and I'm not going to force it, because it's exactly what it would have been. By the time I kind of got to the editing part and got it all wrapped up and done like that, I mean, half the world would have already been in bed, because, a lot of my listeners are in way different time zones. I mean, you look at my UK friends, I mean, they're 8 hours ahead of us, same with over in Europe and what have you, Netherlands and like that. They're all, 8 hours ahead of us. So it was just, you know what, maybe this is the goddess saying, what, just take a breather. It's all good. Ain't like you're getting paid for this or something, and that's true. But I do have a responsibility to you guys, and that weighs heavy on me. I don't like not doing what I say I'm going to do, and what I said I was going to do was give you one video per day type of thing, right? Monday to Friday is Farm Sim. Saturday is the Saturday Matinee, which of course we're running LA Noir right now. Quite neat. I'm liking it. For those of you who haven't seen it, it's late 40s, just after the Second World War, and of course it's LA, right? So it's the pinstripe suits and the fedoras and, all that good kind of stuff, and dames and like that. And, all the lingo and the nostalgic, the scenery and the cars, especially. I really like the cars, and check it out. Every Saturday I'm doing a Saturday Matinee, and like I say, this one we're running LA Noir till we're done with it. I don't know anything about it. I haven't done a playthrough first and then gone back and said, yeah, we should do a video on this. What you see is what I see. We're just going through it raw. Other than, when I make some silly ass mistakes or what have you and like that, now, we'll go back and kind of, you lose some stuff in the edit. But for the most part, what you're seeing is what I'm seeing, man. Anyway, that is not what we're here for. We're here for farming. So there. Now, leave us get you hooked up again. And again and again. Okay. And off we go. Where are you going, Nige? I don't know. There ain't no sense being late. Like the man said, don't know where I'm going, but, ain't no sense being late. That's a little shout out to Quigley. For those of you who know, well, you know. Okay. Fishy food. I can see where this is going to become very, sorry, I just hit my microphone there. This is going to become rather long and dry and what have you, because the fry tanks seem to be going through the food at a terrific rate. Which, hey, they're young. They eat lots. All good stuff. But I think what we may have to look into, and I don't know much about it yet, but we may look into that fish food factory and see what's required in there. Because if I can get that up and running, set it to distribute, then all of this kind of stuff right here we shouldn't really have to worry about. But anyway, that being said, I'm going to get this done, and I'll see you guys in a short. Well, there we go. Okay, we got fish food in here. Everybody's happy. Let's just go have a wee little look at the small fry. Oh, look, there's Steven. No? You guys still don't do it? Come on, Steven. Fry, Steven Fry. If you go back, and I mean way back, Hugh Laurie and Stephen Fry did a little bit that they called a touch of Fry and Laurie. Funnier than heck. It's old school stuff. You'd have to look it up on, YouTube or whatever, or, BritBox or something like that. But yeah, Stephen Fry and Hugh Laurie. The guy that plays House. Okay, that's Hugh Laurie, the guy that plays the doctor in House. And Stephen Fry, well, I mean, he's iconic. He's been around since Christ was a cowboy, And like that, hell of a fine man. Hell of a fine man. Little dry, but then he's British. We're all a little dry. Don't you know? Okay, so moving right along here, we're going to nip back in. The more astute of you will notice that we've advanced a wee little bit. We're into April now, and like that. Now, good fine Celtic weather. Okay, yeah, nothing going on. You see, we gotta have to do something here because these guys are gonna go through feed like crazy, man. Okay, where is this? Nope, that's the bakery. Good to know. I do like my baked goods. Carpentry? Nope, not into building crosses today, thank you. There we go. Okay, so now what? Oh, wowzers. Just a little pricey. Oh, is it a necessary evil, or am I just being lazy? I think it's a little bit of both, if I'm honest with you, and like that. But yeah, I think we may take the plunge. In fact, I've decided we're going to take the plunge. But in order to do so, I've got to take out another dreaded loan. Dag nabbit. So we'll go with 200,000 because we can pay that off. I mean, a couple of loads of total mixed ration and whatnot, maybe 4 loads of that, and we'll have the loan paid off, But I hate being under the thumb. I just hate being under the thumb. Okay, so now we set you up for distribute and get you rocking and rolling. We're going to have to get you some stuff in here. Now, what we need, okay, flour, soybean, and canola oil. So I'm guessing the soybean is your base product. The flour would be the coating, and the oil, the canola and or sunflower, depending, would be your binding agent. I'm guessing that's what they would make the pellets that way type of thing. Soybean flour and then the oil. Yeah, that would be your binding agent, I guess. Okay. Oh gosh, but we see we got options too. I mean, sunflowers, rice, all that, long grain rice, that kind of stuff. So food for thought for down the road. But this means I'm going to have to change up my fields. Oh, look at that beautiful hail. My gosh, isn't that just something? All right, we're going to load up on some soybeans here, and we'll get them rocking and rolling. See if we can't get this factory going. My word, that hail is coming down. Can you hear that? Whookie doodles. Man, I ain't seen hail like that for a long time. We used to get hail like that down in Ontario and whatnot where I lived. We used to, right in the snow belt, but also in the fall and the spring. Oh, pardon me. Lots of electrical storms, lots of lightning, lots of hail. Oh, pardon. Okay, so we got you in there. That takes care of that particular item. Now, bear with, I'm just having a thunk here. Oh, yes, I know. Cut bait or fish, I know. All right, well, let's get the heck out of Dodge, and we'll get back to the farm and continuing on here. Now, there we go. Because I don't have the grain mill and all that, for the now, we're going to have to buy our ingredients. Down the road, that'll be okay, but I got to get some wheat going, and we'll get the straw from that. It'll help with the TMR mix and like that. But the wheat we can convert into flour, of course. So we got to grow some wheat. We'll need the canola to convert for the oil, and we're already doing that. I just got to set my little oil factory that I got going there, that little oil Jenny, and we'll set that to distribute. Hopefully that will keep up with the demand for the supply of. But yeah, so we're going to have to buy a few things for now and whatnot till we kind of get things rocking and rolling here. I don't usually like to do that because, we can take the time and set things up. But I've got the stuff rocking here without really getting all of the infrastructure together. And and I've said it a bunch of times, man, you don't start building the roof until you got the solid foundation and the walls up, Just saying. Castles made of sand and all that. So yeah, we should have. But it is what it is. Don't you go now. Oh, that is a little freaking precarious to say the least. But yeah, gently goes the monkey. Now let's just see if we can get this into village without losing it. So far so good. Oh, Kumadokuli now, gently. There we go, right on. Why haven't you gone? You're not full, surely you're not full.
No, I'm not, and quit calling me Shirley.
There we go. It just needed a little convincing, that's all. Okay, so we got some more flour, and I've gone and purchased some oil as well. As I say, for the now, we'll buy our products and get it rocking here, and just hopefully this is going to take care of the fish food problem with the fry tanks and with the offshore fish pens out there. So time will tell. So we got a little bit of flour, lots of canola, lots of the soybean in there. Okay. So all things good and good. Now, what a freaking schmozzle this was. I didn't put it in because, well, it was a bunch of me knocking things over. Typical Murphy's Law. I got this thing about halfway loaded up. Came in with this rear load that you see here, these pallets, hit the first set of pallets, knocked them completely off the trailer, tipped the trailer on its side, and while I was doing that, the product I had on the forks, half of it fell over. I mean, it would have made good comical video, but I'm trying to keep these things down. Besides, it's embarrassing. Now, you guys have seen me screw up before, but you can tell just by the way it's loaded, it's there's been a mishap, man. Okay, so let's get you in here because I don't know that the fish factory distributes to the fry tanks. I'm not sure of that at all. So time will tell on that one. We will see what's going on there. But this is something I wanted to show you. That's why we came out and took a right from the fry tanks instead of going left and back to the farm. Now, do you see that little hillock over there? And you see the ruin on top of it? That is the castle that we can rebuild. So let's just go have a wee nosy here. Take a butcher's if you will. And like that and like that. Now, I know nothing about this. I haven't watched anybody do this on YouTube. Daggerwin was doing it, but I didn't watch him do it because I didn't want to spoil it for me and whatnot. I kind of wanted to discover it like with you guys, so we do it together. Bear with, I'm just looking for another Easter egg in here because we've got, well, one out of, 12 chapters of the book or whatever we're supposed to get. So there's, another 11 Easter eggs floating around. I just thought maybe that there might be one up here, seeing as how it's kind of a interactive ruin and all that. Now, let's see, where is oh, there it is. Okay, I see it, the drop off. That's right over here. Okay, cool beans. Now with this, we'll need the quarry and we will need the stonemason because the quarry for the rock, obviously, and the stonemason, he will give us our stones and our building the big blocks, and he will also give us the slate shingles and whatnot that are needed. I believe that's what's needed anyway. But yeah, I just wanted to show you guys that. So that's kind of something we can do in the future here, right? Kind of cool and groovy. I love that they do that in these maps. They give you little side things that you can do and what have you. Not really a quest per se, but it is what it is. Like I say, for the first attempt at a European map for Giants, kudos, man. You guys did wonderful. Do you see the tracks in the mud behind the tractor there? That's something else I love. When you put down the animal mud, look at the tracks there. See how the ground's all deformed from me driving through it and whatnot? That is cool that they show actual wear and tear and like that. So I'm probably going to put in a bit more animal mud around the farm. Just kind of see if the tracks, if it does it. And in the meantime, I'm going to put in these because this set of silos here holds incredible amounts of product, and you can put almost anything that you farm, you can put in here. Mostly now when I pick my stones off the fields, I got a place I can store them until we get a lime factory going and what have you. When I do my TMR mix and I go down and feed the cattle and I've got some left over, I can't put it back into the fermenting silo. It won't allow me to do that. So we need some place to store it. Now, it won't go in the other silo, what have you. So we're going to put these ones in here. Besides, I like these silos here. They hold so much and such a diverse amount of stuff you can put in there. I mean, damn near anything that you farm, you can put in these silos here. Bear with, we're just going to play around with the topography here, change this a little and soften that, a little wink here, a nudge there, eh? Say no more, say no more. Yeah. Well, a wink's as good as a nod to a blind bat. Yeah. Sorry, I go off on these Monty Python things every once in a while. I go off, period. Anybody that's hung out with me in the last 5 years while I'm making this stuff, yeah, you've seen me get into my moods. It is what it is. You got to have some fun, right? I mean, hell, if you can't be yourself, what's the sense, What's the sense? I'm way too old for being somebody I'm not, man. Oh, yeah, here we go. There we are now. Smooth that around a little. A little tickle here. Rub the belly there. Yep, and yep. Oh, speaking of little tickle here and I rub the belly there, Lily was on my lap the other day, and she's having her snooze, and while I'm trying to do my editing and stuff, I'm kind of scratching the top of her head between her ears, and I rub down around the neck and the shoulder, and I patting her down over her ribs, but my hand goes behind her front shoulder and kind of just goes over the rib cage and onto her belly. Yeah. She was not impressed. I have not seen that cat. I don't know what it is, but don't touch the belly. She was up and gone and whatnot. At least she didn't scratch or bite or anything else. It was just like, nope, not doing that. So there you go. Cats and don't touch my belly. Although, that being said, I've seen cat owners that have cats that just absolutely love having the belly rubs nice and slow and gentle. Not my Lily, not yet. I'm just going to have to do more of it until she realizes that, hey, wait a minute, this is okay. He's not hurting me. She trusts me pretty good. She had a lot of trust issues because when we rescued her. When we got her, she was just, oh, the poor little thing. She was just skinny, skinny, skinny. She still had her stitches. She'd gotten attacked out in the alley, I guess, or whatever. But yeah, she was just shit scared of everything, man, when we got her home. Even like at the SPCA, they were saying, like, Jennifer went in and was looking around and whatnot, and Lily come out of her cage and put her paw out between the bars and kind of reached out at Jennifer, and the ladies there said she has not come out of that box willingly since we put her in there, type of thing. She's just been petrified. You are the first person that she's reacted to, and of course it was love at first sight. Jennifer's like, I want you. So yeah, and then on the way home, she had the kitty box, the carry-all beside her in the car, and every once in a while, Lily would kind of reach out and just touch her on the arm. We're safe, right? We're okay, yeah. We're all right, yeah. Poor thing. So she's come a long, long way with trust and whatnot. Like I say, she snuggles up on me and has her little naps, and she kind of sleeps between us on the bed. Now, she never would do that before. She'd come up and lay down for a short, but the moment like I moved an arm or kind of, moved my hips to get comfortable or something, she was gone. What's that? No, I'm out. And that's changed now. I mean, she's been with us for a few years now, and so, she's gotten a lot better, which is cool. I feel bad for that, any kind of an animal that's going through trials. Just, I don't know, it's the empathy in me or whatever, but man, oh man, it bothers me. But anyway, I am nattering, so we will stop that. No, we won't. Yes, we will. I said no. Hey, shh, they're listening. Oh, right. Okay, yeah, one voice, one voice. Don't let the other voices out. Yeah. Okay, well, like I say, bear with. We're just going to kind of tootle around here, level her out a little bit, and get things so that it's all kind of interactive, so we're not kind of jamming into this section and I did something over there that doesn't line up, type of thing. So smooth transitions is the thing, and like that. And we've reacquired that fold-up plow, as you saw, right? The one we had before. And still, it will not go up onto the ways. It won't go up frontwards. It won't go up backwards. So yeah, it's just that plow too, because I've had damn near every piece of equipment you can think of at one time or another in our last playthrough, especially. Big, heavy equipment. Everything went up on the ways, no problem. But not that plow. And that's fine, no biggie. As long as I just kind of put my front tires on the ways, then, whatever's attached to the tractor, we can work on from there and fix it. And it doesn't have to be up on the ways for me to wash it. And we just pull up along the side here, this area that I'm making right now. Okay, now we'll get in there. Come on. So you just gotta have your tongue exactly on the right angle, man, You gotta hold your wrist just so. There we are. Up gently. Okay, now we just need to kind of round that off and smooth it in so that it's not such a obvious protrusion, Protrusion? A large word for a Friday, isn't it? Friday, 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 a Friday, 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 a Friday, Friday, Friday. Yeah, every day's Friday for me, man. I'm retired. Hell, every day's Saturday for me. That's just the way it go. But I've paid my dues. I've been working for a long, long time. So I've earned this little rest. Ta-da now. Okay, I don't really like the way that's looking. Let's just kind of smooth that around a little bit. And we're going to have to put a ramp from here down to towards where the cow are down there. Okay, now if I come down here, this should do it. We'll kind of marry it up with this one. We'll start here and work up to our slope. So if we set our slope up here, ka-ching, and then we'll come down, pardon me, and we'll come down and marry up with the roadway down there. Should work, you know, all things considered, best laid plans and all that happy crappy stuff. Ooh, okay. Well, we'll get some smoothing going on. This'll work. Bear with here. Oh, sorry, guys. Dagnabbit. Why do I always get these coughing jags when I want to talk to you? Okay, let's move over this way. And we'll do it from here. Let's have a look, see what have we ended up with. Yeah, okay, that's got to be fixed there. That's got to be rounded on the edge over to the left. This is not bad. Needs a little smoothing out. Okay, sorry, I got to pause this for a second. Okay, man, coughing jags. Sorry about that. Just had to mute you for a second, or you would have had me coughing in your ear. Oh, that's kind of fugly. Yeah, that's not going to work at all. We need to do something about that. But like I say, no problems here on the farm. Only solutions, man. We got this. We'll just do a little Bob Ross on it, man. Swing down past my happy little tree here. Oh, dagnabbit, these lungs. Pardon me. Okay. Nope, that needs a little smoothing out there. Okay, just putting in the animal mud. Because I'm hoping that it's going to deform as I drive on it. It's going to leave some proper tracks, like wear and tear on dirt wood, right? You know. Okay, let's do a little fixing up in here because that roadway's got to smooth out. That's not acceptable. Nope, nope, and freaking nope. All right, so let's soften her out. We'll just kind of blend this in here a little bit, feather it out to the sides like. There we go. Yeah, I think that will help. Yeah, that's a little better, eh, as far as the road goes. Now we just got to work on the embankments here. And that's too easy. We just got to mess around and like that and like that. Okay. Sorry, when I get silent like that, it's because I'm thunking. I'm constipating, man. I'm constipating here. I'm thunking. Oh, the things you could thunk if only you think, eh? Okay, we'll get this all smooth. But as you can tell by the music, guys, I'm going to maybe chop this one off and cut her off here. You know, it's at a point where I'm going to keep on just playing with this a little bit, get it all tickety-boo, get some grass in there and, you know, meadow and all that. But we can do that off camera. So, as always, my friends, love and light, eh? Brightest blessings, guys. Now, do us a solid, yeah? When you're done here, what are you going to do? Right, you're going to go and tell somebody that you love them. Okay? Every day, multiple times a day. Tell people that you love them, man. Let them know. Hey, tomorrow ain't promised. You may not be here to say it. Hell, they may not be here to hear it. Maybe do her now, eh? Okay, go be the rock stars you already are, my friends. I will see you in the funny papers, yeah? Okay, be good to each other. Bye for now.